Uh, Fellow Amberlanders, I hope you can hear me. I am going live on YouTube. Not quite used to this, but I hope it saves us the pain of Facebook blockage. My fellow people, dear soldiers of our war of independence, I am coming out today to salute the bravery of our forces uh, on ground zero. As I said at the onset of our war of independence, this is not going to be a walk in the park. The trajectory is going to be undulating. There will be times of difficulties. There will be times of great heroism. But the fundamentals of our war of liberation remains extremely very strong. The spirit in our forces on ground zero is high. The support of our population is impeccable. And the general enthusiasm in Ambazonians across the globe is extremely very high. And I want to thank our commanders. I want to thank our foot soldiers, mission commanders, and all the ranks and files of the Ambazonian Defense Forces and our sister forces. In the past few days, they have demonstrated their capability to assault the enemy on their own terms and to humiliate them. They have shown extreme bravery. They have shown tenacity and a high sense of planning in the execution of their mission. They have a mandate to defend the homeland, to defend the territorial integrity of Amazonia, to protect our vulnerable population from the crime of genocide and the neglect of the international system. As we have said repeatedly, in the absence of the responsibility to protect, our people have the responsibility to protect our civilian and our country. And for this, our soldiers have demonstrated their capability to do that. Our population on ground zero has also embraced the difficulties with a high sense of humility. Our population in the diaspora have shown commitment in ensuring that our soldiers are armed, that they have the tools they need to defend the independence that was restored, the territorial integrity of our country, and the lives of our people. I am today to thank you, dear soldiers, to praise you, and to extend on behalf of all the Ambazonian people our sense of gratitude for your sacrifices, for your steadfastness, and for your commitment to the liberation of our country. You must know, as long as we live, as long as I stand as your leader, you will receive all what is necessary to stay alive, defend your post, protect our people, and restore our independence and pride. That is the responsibility of all of us Ambazonians who have not presented themselves in the battlefield. We have a responsibility to ensure that those who fight and bleed and die have what it takes to uphold, the pride of the Ambazonian people. And we will work extremely very hard for that. I want to thank the War Council and its leadership for their commitment, for their strategy. I want to also thank our commanding officers on the ground, the supreme commanders, the generals, the captains, the leaders, who have never blinked at one moment, even in the face of death, injuries, and tragedies. You have humbled the occupier on your own turf. You have shown them who is in charge of Ambazonia. The months ahead will be difficult. They will be challenging. We will have more massacres. We will have more senseless killings. We will observe the high sense of desperation in the enemy. which would translate in all forms of acts of terrorism, massacres, and genocide. But we are Ambazonians. For more than 132 years, we have shown our respect for the sanctity of life and the protection of the dignity of all. We will continue to project ourselves and to conduct ourselves with this ultimate creed in the back of our minds: the protection of the sanctity of life and the dignity of all who reside within our territory and any other part subject to our jurisdiction. We are who we are for our sense of accommodation, our sense of compromise and tolerance. But we are also who we are for our defiance and determination to write the last chapter of Cameroon in our country. Their forces will surrender. They will leave our homeland. We will be able to claim the entire 43,000 square miles of our territory, protect our borders, protect our people, protect the government that you will elect, that will be responsible for your economic development, and to institute within the political space the kinds of institution that will create wealth and opportunity for every Ambazonian. For all the soldiers who bleed today, the Ambazonian government will compensate everyone and your families. You will have free education, free access to medical care. For all those who want to have further training in any specialty, that will be the responsibility of the Ambazonian government. You are heroes of our homeland. You are patriots. You are the unsung heroes, and history books will write about your tales and bravery. The Bamenda Brigade showed all of us today across the globe what it takes to be an Ambazonian. Our forces in Fako, our forces in Momo, those who were battered in Boyo, those standing firm in Bui, those fighting with bravery in Kupe, those fighting in Meza, those in Mencho, those who are in Mayu, those in Dian, those in Meme. You have to protect your block. The Ambazonian Defense Forces will provide you the necessary logistics. It may take time, but it will get to you. I want to extend special thanks to our population. You are brave. You have the right to be free in the country of your birth. You have the right to live in dignity, respect, opportunity. My leadership will ensure that that happens in the shortest time possible. God bless you all. God bless our homeland and our forces, and protect each and every one of you.